Okay. Hi. Quick before we start the podcast, there's been a lot going on. It's National Women's Month, and there has been a lot going on. If you know what happened in Atlanta, that 8 people were murdered because of anti-Asian xenophobia. So we are going to put links in the description for resources and places you can educate yourself, and places you can donate, and places where you can just generally give your support. Because honestly, anything helps. David's not going to talk about this because he's a white guy and I'm an Asian woman. So
I support the sentiment. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, David is very much an ally. So I just wanted to put that out there. The podcast will be fun. It won't be too heavy with the topics, but I did want to contribute something. Like, we did want to put something out there. We didn't want to ignore it and just be like, haha, funny, because it does affect me.
And it'd be a waste of our platform to not help out and at least spread a bit of awareness. So
yeah. So enjoy the rest of the podcast. We're having Mother Mantid on. She's gonna come on in like 1 second for you, but
2 days for us.
While we're waiting for Nat to come on, I'm going to give you an outfit, which this is also the same outfit I've been wearing for 5 days. So it's a shirt that's slightly stained. It says Full of Sunshine, and then sweatpants that are too big for me that say Rehoboth, and then I have socks.
Wait, do I do one?
Yeah, you do one.
Okay. So I think this is my mom's shirt. I don't really know. I found it in my closet. I kind of like it. These are my pants. I got them at H&M, I think like 2 or 3 years ago. Jesus. They still fit nice. They show my butt kind of nice. Do I have to do an underwear check?
Yeah.
Okay, so right now I have a pair of Thieves underwear. They keep my butt nice and snug for the cold weather. I also have socks. I think these are Hanes variety. They also keep my feet nice and snug so that they don't lose circulation, because my feet lose circulation easily, along with my hands. Actually, on episode 5, just like Corpse Husband, I will be doing a hand reveal, but that's for a later date. Yes.
Hi, welcome to This Podcast Sucks, where this podcast is really fucking shitty. I'm Adrian. This is Nat, our special guest, aka Mother Mantid on TikTok. Welcome to the show. Nat, you have a story for us?
Yeah, okay, so I shifted last night for the first time, and I wanted to tell you about it because you're Shift Talk celebrity. So I was just walking through the courtyard, just doing my thing. And Draco came up and he pushed me and he spit in my face and he called me a fucking loser. And I swear to God, it literally took the entire castle, Dumbledore, Fox, the Phoenix, all 4 Quidditch teams, and Hagrid and Fang to hold Fred back because he just wanted to beat him up because he loves me so much.
Aww, that's so sweet.
I know, right? Isn't that so cute?
Yeah. Yeah, I had something similar happen. Where I was just chilling. I think we were in Ancient Runes, that class. And every time Hermione raised her hand, she would get up and do the walk.
Oh my God, that's so her.
I know, right?
Yeah.
She's just so funny. She's like so outgoing and so funny.
Yeah, and like I swear, when we did the Amortentia thing in potions, like every single guy in the class smelled me. I don't know how they did that, but they all did. So now I'm in like a love octagon, and I don't know who to pick.
Who's it between?
Oh my God! So we have Oliver. We have both twins, Ron. We have Oliver and all the Weasleys, actually.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know. I don't know which one of them to pick, and I'm like, you guys, there's enough of me to go around. Yeah. Like, we're just all. I'm just dating all the Weasleys at once.
Oh, that must be so
and Oliver Wood.
And Oliver Wood.
All together, just all of us at once. Yeah, it's great. They're really ginger.
Yeah, super ginger.
Yeah, so ginger. And like every day I just wake up and Fred just sets himself on fire.
Oh yeah, obviously. Yeah. He's such an arsonist.
Because he's such an arsonist. I know. It's such an Aries thing to do. Like
such an Aries.
Such an Aries.
hard not to look at him.
Why is it taking him so long to get up and come back over here? Oh my gosh. Okay. Let me think of another good story. Let me think of another good shifting story. Oh,
I
okay.
have to
Yeah.
edit so much of this podcast.
Yeah. Will you be able to censor me if I say something inappropriate?
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it in.
Okay. Well, and then another thing that happened was we were sitting in Defense Against the Dark Arts, and I was sitting
He's
next
looking
to
directly in the camera.
we were sitting in Defense Against the Dark Arts. I was sitting
Uh-huh.
right next to George, and freaking whoever our Defense Against the Dark Arts professor is, Lupin, looked at us and he was like, "Do you know the answer?" And George just got up and just started fucking me right in the classroom. It was so crazy. I was like, "Oh, you're such an Aries."
I know it's such an Aries thing.
That just happened when I shifted. I
Oh,
just did that. I
Oh my
just did
God,
that
that's
too.
So funny.
Not much is good here. We are always good.
Here's the thing.
We're
here's the
great.
thing. I'm thinking it would be cool to shift to like Minecraft story mode.
Yeah. Okay, don't get David started on Minecraft. Do not get David. One time, like David just showed up at my fucking house with James. But James is like one of our friends. They just pulled up and they're like, "I'm outside your house." I'm like, "Haha, very funny." And they're like, "No, come open the door."
I would do that if I lived near you. I would just show up.
Hell
Be
yeah.
like, Ward, here I come.
I'd get away.
Yeah, you can't get
We
away
don't mind
from
that I'm eating my lunch right now.
No,
No.
mac and cheese
I'm
slaps.
operating on a tight schedule, you guys.
it.
She actually has a life. I
Us.
No, I just have to fight racists in the comment section.
Yeah, valid.
Ow.
Yeah, I honestly haven't gotten a lot of hate comments, which is really surprising. If I have gotten them, there's too many and I don't see them.
I've got
It's probably
nothing
like on my
but hate
bigger
comments.
posts that have like, like over 1,000 comments, and I'm like not fucking looking at those anymore.
Sorry, I need to make sure I might block this person because I'm worried they're gonna fucking dox me. I gotta be honest.
Yeah, that's fair.
I get nothing but hate comments. None of them are
David
racist.
literally has so much hate. It's so fucking funny. It's like
God.
people just hate him to hate him because it's so easy to fuck with David. Like purely because
Yeah, I'm gonna block.
I
cat's
agree.
outside. My cat's outside. I got distracted.
So guys, welcome back to the podcast. This is the second episode. I don't know how they did the intro. I was too busy shifting. Tutorial coming next episode, if I remember what I did. You just kind of roll around and hit yourself until you get yourself in the state of mind. It's, head trauma helps at some point, I think.
You know, I've actually heard that. If you have a brain injury, you might be able to do it easier. Fucking hit your head against the wall.
Oh my god.
At some point, if you hit it hard enough, you will see Harry Potter at some stage.
You know, you will. You will. I made a TikTok about that. It's sitting in my drafts because I'm worried people are gonna think it's too dark. But you gotta be,
That's so funny.
if you straight up die, you might get
If you
Who's
die, you might
who's
meet
saying
him.
that your heaven is at Hogwarts.
Yeah, exactly.
Mine is.
All the listeners, close your eyes. I'm making a scenario.
Okay, we're gonna
Right.
close our eyes too.
I'm participating.
14 car pileup on the interstate. You wake up and you're in the warm hands of Hagrid. He looks down at you and says, "You're a wizard, Harry." And then you wake up and you're still in the car. So you go back to sleep, and this time it's Draco's dad. I forget his name. And he's all like, "Oi, I got an evil son, yeah? Evil, isn't he?" And then George loses his ear, and you help him find it. So it's like Blue's
George
Clues.
loses.
And you
Yeah.
help him find.
All right, you may now open your eyes.
I feel like I was just on an emotional roller coaster. I feel like I was there. I feel
Okay,
like
but you
I was-
think you're on an emotional roller coaster? That's how every fucking conversation with David is, and we talk literally every day.
I'm just profound.
My
Also,
favorite
people, I
healthcare
posted a video. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
when we were on the FaceTime last night and yesterday, you were like, I gotta go. You leave and like David and I are just on there for like 15 minutes, just like,
Talking about life. We're
like,
talking about life.
so
I found what TikTok.
I'm like, have you guys ever watched New Girl? It's like that scene
love that
where
show.
like Nick leaves and Schmidt and Winston are just left there together.
literally, I feel like he's Winston.
He is Winston. You're Schmidt. Nick.
I keep in the past week, I've been compared to more characters I don't know than ever before.
It's really funny.
It's horrifying.
It's been really entertaining.
'Cause what if I agree to one that's like just the worst person ever?
I keep
Oh.
calling him Cormac, like McLagan,
Yeah, well, you look like Cormac.
right? Except he's insisting on wearing glasses right now.
What do you mean I can't see?
Like glasses.
aren't
Wait, I want to
real.
put on my round person glasses too.
Yeah, let's all wear round person glasses. Hell yeah.
The
Well,
IQ has raised.
The title of this podcast is going to be Glasses Gang.
The Zoom call of the Three Potters.
Yeah.
I was thinking about
I
drawing
have a
something.
forehead scar. I don't know if you can see it. It's right there.
My brother threw a toy frying pan at me as a kid.
Oh, my sister chucked a candle at me.
Oh, new segment. I don't have a sign, but I'd hold it up. Childhood
wait.
trauma. All right, so basically, it's
Yeah.
where we discuss all of the traumatizing moments
I'm
from our
ready.
childhoods
Okay,
and why
David's
it
been
led
interrupting
to
us, and it's National Women's Month, and he isn't using his sign. There it is.
Anyways, I'll take over the hosting the segment. Childhood
Yeah. Childhood
How
trauma.
about that time that I fell off an ATV and almost got crushed to death by it?
Oh my god.
Just girly things.
Just girly.
Spam up in the comments if you think that's just girly.
No, so I found this TikTok account that showed up on my For You page, and it's
Mhm.
at Jade Loves Crime or something like that. I love this woman to death. Love her. Because all she does is just discuss in great detail for a minute long while nice calming visuals play in the back what it would be like to die in the most horrific ways. She has one on what it would be like to be fed through a wood chipper, what it would be like to be impaled, which let me tell you, I thought that it would just be they put it up your little butt, it follows your little path up through your esophagus, but no, they don't do that. They just go straight in. They don't care about following that.
They don't like follow. If I was okay, I think I've talked about this before. I would get away with murder. If I had to murder someone, I could easily get away with it. And it's because I have spent countless nights trying to fall asleep, and I can't just fall asleep. I have to have something going on in my mind. So I've thought about so here's my thing. I kill 4 people, right? 4 or 5, just kind of.
Okay.
I find someone I really don't like and I stalk them to make sure the kills line up with their schedule, right? Right, where they don't have a solid alibi. But here's where I come in. I give myself injuries that mimic the injuries I gave to the people I killed, right? To fit the MO. And then I go into the police station. I'm like, hey, guys, I just escaped him. And then I give the description of the guy of the person I don't like. And I frame them for murder.
And then they listen to the
And I'm
podcast and they're like, this dumbass just
Then
got
it's over. Then it's over.
Then it's over. No, I don't worry. I have like 4 more ideas of how to kill, but that one's pretty airtight.
I got told by some mutuals when I first, started making friends that I would make a good unsub.
Yeah.
Criminal Minds at that point. I started it last night. Chef's
It's
kiss.
great.
All that shit. But I don't know whether to take that as like a compliment or not. See, I don't think I would. I almost dox myself on TikTok like every single day. I'm not good at keeping information a secret.
Literally, did I tell you that what I want to do is I want to be a technical analyst? Like I want to be Penelope.
I haven't gotten to the point with Penelope, but yes, I agree.
Penelope is their tech analyst. She's like super like she's quirky. She's like very like bubbly and energetic, and she wears really fun outfits. And she's
I've literally
like,
watched like 2 episodes, but I loved it.
Yeah, she's like a genius essentially.
Your toe went down.
She's
My
great.
roommate said, hey, should we get a banana supreme? And I said, fuck yeah. So we got in the car and we drove to our local drive-in ice cream burger joint. And we said, 1 banana supreme, please. And they said, that'll be $8. So we gave them $8. brought it home, and then we ate our banana supreme and watched a guy set people on fire in Criminal Minds. It was a really good banana supreme. Like, it was worth all $8.
Yeah. Oh, I was talking about this with David, where it's definitely a microaggression when people tell me that I'm scary without knowing me. But when people do get to know me, then it's reasonable that they find me scary. Because I told David this, but you know that experiment with the dogs that they were taught to salivate at the ring of the bell? I've done something similar to myself, but I've trained myself to fall asleep to a very specific episode of BuzzFeed Unsolved. And it's the Axemen of New Orleans.
I love that.
So like if you play that episode, I will fucking pass out. I get really tired as soon as that episode starts playing.
I don't want to start playing it now.
Yeah, I get really tired and like I can easily fall asleep. It's like I can't stand gagging. Like when someone gags, it makes me gag, and David does it to me a lot. But I can eat a full course meal watching Criminal Minds.
Well, I thought Criminal Minds wasn't like too gory yet.
Oh no, it gets pretty gory.
Gross. I can't do gore. I was at my friend's house and we were trying to watch The Green Inferno. She's doing her homework while I'm watching this man get his limbs ripped from his body one by one. And I'm like, hey, I think I might throw up. And she was like, what? Oh, you want to turn this off? And I was like, yeah, I do. I'm fucking working on a work report. And I'm like, cuddling her cat like I'm literally gonna vomit right now.
Yeah, I'm like
Inferno.
Okay, David, do you want to speak? David keeps raising his hand.
Okay.
Speak.
David.
I had a history test today.
Did you learn anything good?
I don't mean to brag, but it said I got a 14 out of 80, so
Jesus.
It was so worrying.
I'm fucking vibing out on spring break. Someone in my live was like, do you have any motivation for school? And I was like, I'm not the person to ask. I'm not the person to ask. I hate to tell you this, but no.
Yeah. We go on spring break Friday?
Today's Friday, so like next Friday?
Next Friday.
Great.
And I thought it was this Friday, and now I'm just really distraught and unhappy. Like I'm very upset.
Yeah.
Yes, David, are you gonna speak?
Oh, I meant to lower my hand. Sorry. Hold on. I didn't want to speak.
I have been seeing so much fake shifting content lately. I know we've been over this, but I want to go back to it because it makes
I just want to clarify that even if you couldn't tell that was that segment before was a joke.
You mean to tell me that didn't happen?
Wait, did I miss a story?
Here, Totem Locomoto bitches didn't need to hold Fred back because Draco called me a ninny.
That happened in mine, actually, just back there when I was doing it earlier, guys. So if you listen to mine, Draco will call you anything you want him to. Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Draco definitely has mommy kink. I know that, like.
No, so 100%. 100%.
I was writing the Draco reads mean tweets.
Yeah.
Bit last night on FaceTime with my friend, and I was trying to come up with, like ones that are a little more funny that I just kind of
if you need, ask me, because there was a time where I was on FaceTime with a couple other Harry Potter creators, and they called me on there. It was like I was already in the group chat, but I'm very shitty at responding to people. So they added me so I would see the notification, and they're like, Adrian, get on the fucking FaceTime right fucking now. They're mad at me because I posted Ron slander because I was like, oh, I don't have any icks, and then it was Ron, and then why Ron? I don't like movie Ron.
Why is that true?
Ron rubs me the wrong way.
Giant ick.
He's a giant ick. Ron is a different story.
Most abhorrent thing yesterday, and it made me think of something that fucking that one of the it seems like something George would do. So I was in my local boba shop and a man walked in wearing a t-shirt that said anti-fragile. So already I was like, gross. And he walks in and my eyes pan down because he's wearing those shoes that are have the toes in them. They're just a little condom for your feet.
Yeah.
And he walked in full as hell with those little shoes, and I was like, Wow.
This man is either the best person on the planet or severely racist and homophobic.
Severely racist, 100%. I was like,
well, what I was saying about like you writing the fake hate comments or fake hate tweets, they called me on there, and then they were like, I don't know why you'd say that, and I'm like, Ron feels like the person who would like mix his food together like in the high school lunchroom, and I just kept going with that, and I'm like, he seems like the guy to tell a joke and then have no one laugh at it and then continue to tell the joke to see if people would laugh at it.
God.
And then I think another one I said,
Adrian, that's what I do.
I know you do.
I like dropped my fork on myself. I'll read you the ones I have. I'll read you what I have.
I'm pretty sure I said he probably thought Alexander Hamilton was a president.
Okay, I actually thought that for so long. But my Draco tweets that I have so far are just, do you think Draco's pubes match his hair? If so, gross. I slept with Draco last night and he asked me to call him High Reeve. What the fuck? Draco Malfoy might be the first person who has mommy, daddy, and Dark Lord issues. Like, baby, just pick one. And the sweet and simple Draco Malfoy has a piss kink. How the fuck is Draco Malfoy gonna get cucked by Snape while trying to do murder? Like, come on, that's gotta hurt. And then Draco's the kind of guy to call Hermione Granger a mudblood, then go back to his dorm and wank off to hot and single mudbloods in your area.
Oh my god.
I have to film that today.
That's so funny. Like,
I would do my hair like slick back and film it, but I already get compared enough.
no, please do it.
Maybe you should film it for me. If you film it, I'll post it.
Here, I'll make it the lowest quality. I'll make it, like the pixel, like that thing. I'll make it like that, so it's like it's filmed on a flip phone.
Oh my god.
That'd be great. Yeah, Harry
Makes
Potter.
Sound that's like 8-bit, 4-bit, 2-bit.
I saw there's a sound and it's like on TikTok, it's like it's beep boop beep boop, like it's all the beep boops, and it's just a guy saying, "Hey Google, show me this guy's balls." And so it's my favorite sound, and one of them was so.
Okay, first of all, of course that would be your favorite sound. That
It's funny.
has like such your energy.
And so basically, there was a Chinese artist, like an old artist, whose name is like, it's spelled like DISE space GIES, and then like BAWLS, and so it's the funniest thing, and it's my humor because ball, like, it has to do with the penis. I'm gonna laugh at it.
Every single fucking conversation me and David have together is always leads back to his penis.
Like,
every time.
block out my screen with a little thing, being like, Mother Manted is an adult.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Mother Manton is not participating in the talk about David's penis.
Yeah,
no such thing.
and I'll do the same thing when talking about Harry Potter, racial issues, and any other issues.
Yeah, we filmed our introduction where we were talking about like resources and links, and what I said was, David's not going to talk on this because I'm an Asian woman and David's a white guy.
Yeah, I wish that the white people would just shut up.
David's
That's
pretty good about shutting
what
up.
my TikTok tagline would just be, white people shut up, because I swear to
People
God,
get
it's
so
because
mad when I
bullied.
put white people in one category, because I think I made a TikTok that said like white people, and then like I don't remember exactly what it was, but someone fucking commented on it, or it might have been on my live or something. They were like, don't categorize all white people together. I'm like, how the fuck do you think I feel?
I know. I swear to God, like,
I'm Irish.
I've blocked pretty much all of the Harry Potter TikTok police, but I'm like, someone is gonna come at me and be like, you're stereotyping. It's like, I used a source that was written literally by 4 Korean psychological researchers. Like,
Yeah, people,
you guys.
white people have such a savior complex sometimes. It's just like why, like I'll post about or I'll be talking about like a racial issue, and it's like usually an issue that portrays me because like I don't feel like I will reiterate a Black person's voice, but I will never speak for them, you know.
Yeah.
Like I'll reiterate what someone like a Black person has said to me, but I will not like be like, oh, like this is what I think. Like no, like that's not my place. But I'll be talking about a racial issue that like portrays me, and a white person will be like, I'm white and I agree. I'm like, why the fuck does that matter? I don't give a shit. Well, I don't give a shit that you're white.
I feel
David looks so uncomfortable right now.
I've seen a lot of too almost especially on Harry Potter TikTok is just this idea that like POCs can't be racist to other POCs.
Yeah.
It seems like there's like a huge like race to see who's more oppressed by J.K. Rowling. And
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of
It's
speaking
all of
for-
us. We need to come
Yeah,
together
why
and fight her. Yeah, I think I've commented on this before, but it's not a race to see who's more oppressed. But what really pisses me off is when white people who are LGBT try to compare their issues to people
Yes.
of color. I'm like, man,
I got
like
comments
you
on
can
that.
hide that. That is something that is not the first thing people see about you. That you're bi or that you're gay or that you're trans. Like that's not the first thing someone notices. It's the color of your skin.
I said this on my live. I was like, people in Harry Potter TikTok are literally more worried about two dead gay wizards from the 70s than they are about the fucking blatant POC lack of representation and racism that's going on in the fandom at the moment. Like,
I think we also talked about this. The people of color in the book were represented very badly. And
yeah,
also, like, especially, like, I can talk about this because, like, this is from my personal experience. Padma and Pravarti, like the Patil twins, they wouldn't wear a fucking sari. I talked about this. They wouldn't wear a fucking. Okay, I have worn traditional. I'm not Indian. I'm Pakistani. I've worn tradition. They're very similar in the material, but I don't wear like saris. I went to Pakistan for a wedding, and I had to wear a fucking dress that was 50 pounds. It was so heavy. Like the bottom of it was practically weighted. I could barely move in it. It was itchy. The sequins were uncomfortable. The sleeves were too tight. There's no stretch. And my arms are like beefy for my fucking body. I have beef sticks, right? And I'm like there and I'm miserable. So I bet that if the Padma and Pravarti had to wear those costumes, it's because their parents sent them a fucking howler and were like, you better wear this, or I'm gonna find out from your teacher if you wore this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, I
they
feel
were
the same
forced
way
into it.
about Cho Chang wearing traditional Asian clothes. It's like we don't do that.
Yeah, no one
No
wears it
does
outside of no one wears it outside of an event like a wedding or like a holiday. Like no one wears it outside of that, and kids only wear it because their parents force them into it. And then the
Really?
next generation is just like, make your fucking grandparents happy.
Yeah, yeah. I swear it's the white people that are always trying to be like, you already have Cho Chang, you have the Patil twins. Stop trying to make other characters Asian. And it's like, oh my god, when are you guys gonna realize that Asian people exist? Like these people don't even know about Pangea. Like Asian people exist everywhere. French Asian people exist. British Asian people exist. Like
There's something called imperialism and colonialism that made places that were world powers have a lot of people of color within them because they kind of colonized their countries. So why were there only 2 brown characters and why were they related? Do you know how many fucking brown people live in England? My dad's from London.
yep.
And I'm an American.
Yeah, my favorite thing to do as a white person is personally to limit the diversity in any way possible. And also, my favorite thing to do is to tell people what they can and can't be offended by from what I say. And like, it's really just like, you know, being a white savior myself, I just love just bringing everyone together under me though, of course, because
Yeah, even like with a white savior, do white saviors not realize they're doing more harm than good? Also, every time I talk, its length is greater than girth.
You know, white people that have since told me that my thinking that the Black family's Asian is harmful. It's like, to who? How's that harmful to you. You're white. You're just
Yeah.
mad that you don't get to see white people. More
When
white
you,
people.
like when you said that theory, I'm like, no, that makes a lot of
It's
sense.
also like
it's
just
very
a
traditional.
theory. I don't know
Asian
why
parents tend
everyone
to
is
be
like,
conservative.
this is crazy. Like you're just taking every negative stereotype about Asian parenting. It's like, well, if you weren't raised by Asian parents, like
You don't know anything.
yeah, it's like I'm like, okay, if a few Asian people want to say like this is harmful because they're blood supremacists, whatever, but I'm like,
Yeah.
when are you just gonna realize that POCs can be raised not to white people but to other
Yeah.
POCs? Abuse also exists within POC families. It's not just white people.
Yeah, you can't
like,
make people
there's-
of color seem like angels.
Yeah,
Because they aren't.
it's
We just
there
deserve
are-
equal rights.
it would not, the idea of like the whole wizard blood supremacy thing, I know it's an allegory for white supremacy, but when we're looking at it as blood supremacy, like POCs do that too. The Zabinis were black, so that's why I don't get it, because I'm like,
Yeah.
Zabinis were a black family that were Death Eaters and were part of this whole thing, but making the blacks Asian is too harmful. So I'm like, you guys, it already
Yeah.
exists with the Zabini.
Okay, but like also like in Asian families, it's very like my cousin,
Yes.
like my cousins, like my aunt didn't approve because we're Pakistani, so we're Muslim. She didn't want my cousin dating a Hindi boy.
Exactly.
Like it exists.
There's like a huge lack of mental health awareness, so that kind of comes with the whole emotional abuse
Yeah.
from authoritarian parenting, which has been literally proven through studies to be something that's kind of the norm in Asian families. Like it's not the rule, it's just the norm.
Yeah, David.
I was too late to press the button. It's like just a quick. Why can't like people just like also if they're if you posit a theory that says this family is certain and they don't like it, why can't they just? It's not like your word is law. It's not like
it's like just scroll.
oh shucks,
just, like,
you
fucking
foiled
block
my
me.
family again. Like it just doesn't make sense. Like I don't think.
Yeah, I'm
Like-
like just about ready to turn off the comments on that video because I'm like, you guys think you're entitled to space on my account to tell me that I'm wrong? Like,
Yeah.
it's my
Well,
account.
if you were to say that like Harry is a drag queen and would they be like, that's not fair on us as a community? I just think, can't you just I don't
Just
understand.
ignore it.
Harry
It's-
Potter scares me.
It's always the white people being like,
The
I
fandom
don't
is
need to put
fucking
people as
terrifying.
blood supremacists. It's like, what? Like,
Whatever.
have you heard of fucking like North Korea? Like,
These very much exist.
There's a North.
yeah, and like these strict authoritarian ideals exist in other cultures. It's not just white people.
It's not
like-
just a white person thing.
If you go to North Korea and you're not North Korean, you're getting killed. Like
Yeah.
that was
Yeah, it's that's why I'm like easing into Marvel TikTok and it's
oh my
a
god,
little
please don't leave me.
I won't leave you, but I will be posting more Marvel stuff.
I know everyone is like leaving and I'm like, I get it. Oh, I get it. I say it on my live, I'm like, you guys run everyone away. And then you want to be like, oh, take all the time you need, come back when you're ready. It's like, fuck you.
Like, leave me alone.
But with Adrian leaving, there's a new dog in the Harry Potter scene.
Oh my god.
David,
just hard.
so next week, David's going to be taking over my account for the entire week. It's not going to be my content. It's going to be completely David.
I'm
He's going to
so
post whatever
sorry
the
ahead
hell
of
he
time.
wants.
You should do that.
I am
I
so
need to,
scared
if I'm
to
going to
post.
let him be on my account, I have to delete my drafts because he's going to post them. They're not even like embarrassing. They're just like, I filmed it, I edited it, and I'm like, this is stupid.
Oh,
I
I heard
hate this.
I don't know how to film and edit, so I just kind of record, and if I'm like, it is what it is.
I
It just
edit
goes
on
off.
like Video Leap.
I use CapCut, but here's the thing. I'm not literally capable of letting people take over my account because I don't remember what my password is.
I have the same password for anything. Everything. So like
genuinely
if someone figures out my
don't.
password, have fun. It's your account now. I'm not gonna change my password. You can have it. Watch people try to figure out my password now.
I don't like the idea of people like having like logging into my account.
Yeah.
I've done it for other people, but I'm like, I would not want people to do that for me. I don't know.
Like,
I don't like the idea that people are able to like post really whatever they want under my name.
Yeah.
Like, that's just
I'm planning on working at my sleepaway camp. Like, I haven't heard back, but like I sent in my application, right? And I'm not going to be able to post there. So I'm planning on like asking someone I trust,
I'd be one of those people.
You are one of those people.
Oh, hell yeah.
Where I'm just gonna like pre-record one video for each day, and I'll just be like, my usual, like, not my edited like actual content that I put effort in, but like more of the videos that I post like every day.
And then I'll drive out there and
just
I'll
like
film the
have someone
podcast.
like log on once a day and like post them.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm supposed to do. Like, that's what I'm doing today. Is I need to just film a whole bunch because my parents are gonna be here all weekend, so now I have
you just
to.
get like, you just can just
I have
like
to
send them.
film. This is a career.
Yeah.
This is a career. I've almost made $100 in the creator fund.
I'm so proud of
I'm
you.
literally
David, put
big.
your fucking hand down.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Also, we were talking about this. Like, David definitely has a mommy kink.
Oh yeah. Oh, I
will-
said 100%. I've sensed that since I first met you. I took like one look and I was like, "That's a sub."
This is absurd.
You just have sub energy. I don't know what to
I
tell
agree with that.
Wait, what was that? What
It's like a
energy?
bottom.
Oh my, not this again. This happened last year. Oh, yeah, all the freshman girls were in the hallway talking about like they were like David's probably a bottom, and I played bottom in Midsummer Night's Dream, so I was like I do give bottom energy because I played the character, and then I was like, oh, they're obviously not talking about that, so I thought they were talking about my ass, and so
Freshmen, we're calling you a bottom.
Yeah. Oh, did I mention that we both do theater?
I mean, it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah,
but
it's not shocking. I'm not a theater kid. I'm a person who does theater. You know the difference.
you're like, are you a cast or are you crew? Because I was crew.
I'm both.
crew.
I do the costumes and I also like act in it because I like singing.
I'm anxious to act because people look at me and I go, huh.
But David played like we did Legally Blonde last year, and
Oh.
I played Paulette, and David played Warner.
I love that musical. Here's a fun little story. So my high school did a production of Legally Blonde, and I went to it because my friend was in it. And the guy that played, who's the fucking
Emmett?
guy? No, the gay guy. They're trying to figure out whether he's gay. Or
Carlos,
Carlos,
right?
No, that's the boyfriend.
No, that's the boyfriend.
Nikos.
Nikos.
Anyways, so if you needed to know who I was in high school, I hooked up with the dude that played Nikos. It was weird.
No, you know what's the funny thing is during that musical, like that was when me and David were talking and like when we were kind of dating, right? And then right after the dance, and the musical hadn't even happened yet, like we still had to see each other every day after I friend zoned him over text.
So
We
like
both just pretended like nothing fucking happened. We were like, nope, I don't recall.
that's such a theater thing. Oh my gosh. I actually got my first kiss during theater. Mine wasn't a stage kiss. Mine was a kiss behind the theater building with someone who later went on to become a convicted
Oh god.
offender. Let's just say that.
So
But
guys,
then
what have you guys acted in the comments? If you
In the comments below.
we were doing the Odyssey.
Mhm.
And the dude that played Odysseus was just fucking annoying as hell. He was trying to direct the whole thing. And they just gave me a role. They were just like, yeah, why don't you hang out and keep everyone company? So that's what I did. Quite literally, that's what I did.
Yeah.
I hate playing the douche. I've been playing the
He
douche.
only ever plays the douche. He played I don't even remember your character's name. He played the Nazi. In Sound of Music.
I haven't seen The Sound of Music in so long.
It was so funny because he has like a dance in that scene with what's her name? Louise? Is that the character?
Liesel.
Liesel?
I think it's like Liesel the Weasel.
Liesel. Well, he has like his kiss and he has to bring a bike out on stage, right? And we did 4 shows, right? For like the weekend. He managed to drop it every single time.
Look, the
Every
bike
single
thing-
time it fell over. Every single time. And
are-
one time it like knocked into the background.
The bike stand was too short for the bike, so it wouldn't. And the one time it worked was the one time I screwed up the stage kiss because it was the first one.
Which that was with a junior, and he was a freshman. You had already had your first kiss. We talked about that in the first podcast.
I don't count any of my kisses as kisses. I'm
no,
still.
No, the first kiss counts as the first kiss.
I'm
that one
0
was
for
very
3.
funny. I still laugh about that, and the fact that I was there, and then was like, "Yeah, I'll date him." A year later.
All right, childhood story times, y'all. So basically, I was in preschool. My babysitter came over and she had nail polish, and let me tell you, it was green and purple. And they were pimping colors. So I was like, "Yo, can I get some?" Put them on, and this is going to be a guessing game. There's going to be like a choices game. You have to guess what I did. So I had the nail polish on. I walked.
You got it
into
everywhere, all over your clothes.
school. No. I was looking Gucci. So I walked into school the next day. This is like preschool. Now you have 3 options.
You got bullied.
A, I got bullied, but I hit the kid. B, I got bullied, but didn't care. And C, I went home immediately.
You definitely
went home immediately.
I'll leave the comment down below what you think it is.
Definitely a bully. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I was a weird kid. Like
It
I
was
would just
actually answer D. I started crying and I ran into a teepee.
That's what I expected. I was surprised that wasn't an answer.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I was a weird kid. I just wore a lot of overalls and a lot of turtlenecks. I still do that. I still wear a lot of overalls and a lot of turtlenecks.
That's like that point in your childhood that you know that you might be a little fruity. That's when you're only wearing overalls and turtlenecks.
And no. But you know the front pocket in your overall? It was filled with dirt and bugs. I would shovel dirt in there and I put worms in. And I'd have a little ecosystem. And that's how I made friends. I would be like, "Hey, you want to? I have a worm for you, and this is a worm for me. If you want, will you be my friend? I have a worm for you." And one of those friends I'm still friends with. Hi, Kieran. We've been friends for 15 years. Thank you for putting up with me.
How do you guys find friends that you stay friends with for decades? I
go to private school, and my private school is so I'm not friends with it. Fuck you.
Like, I was just thinking about that. I haven't seen my friend Cam in like 7 months, and we live in the same town.
Yeah, like I don't know. I've been going to private, except for 1 year. I've been going to private school my whole life. So the class sizes are always so small, and I've been going to the same school for 10 years now. So you're kind of stuck with the kids. You don't really get a choice. My third grade class had 12 kids, and I'm still friends with the people in that class because they still fucking go to my school. It's like Seth, like only fucking David knows who I'm talking about. But like I've been friends with like my friend Seth since 2nd grade. Like he's been stuck with me that long. Like it's so easy when you go to a private school to just be like stuck friends with people in your way. And then like later on, once they leave or whether you leave, you're just like, it wasn't that great of a friendship, was it?
Oh God, I was
like, oh, like she's my friend, but she also like, so for a good chunk there, I was very much in denial that I was bullied. And then my friend told me like a few years after the girl left, oh yeah, she was gonna stab you. She like told me she had like a knife in her backpack. And I went, yeah, maybe we weren't friends.
There was some psycho fucking shit that happened in my senior year of high school. Low-key about to dox myself, but I don't care. Because it made like fucking national fucking news.
God.
International news, I'm pretty sure, was because this crazy ass bitch decided that she was gonna take like her grandfather's ashes from like her mantle place and
that's never good. That's never good.
Sugar cookies, bake them into sugar cookies, and then give them to students at school. And let me tell you, yes, some people ate grandpa because they didn't know. And
you eat grandpa?
I didn't eat grandpa. I didn't know her, thank God, but my friend did. And he said grandpa tasted quite gritty. So
Grandpa is Gritty is the name of the next episode. Make sure to like this up.
Grandpa was gritty. Yeah, the worst part was that she didn't even get like arrested or anything. It was so funny. The school tried to cover it up, but then someone told the news, like the media, and they ended up like, kick her out. But she didn't get arrested, which was so weird because I was like, if I was
Is that even like an arrest? I don't think there's even fucking law for that because he's already dead.
Cannibalization. Like, I don't know. Is it cannibalism?
What do you do on trial? What do you do on, like?
Also, how do like ashes feel? I don't know. I've never touched. I really want to
Probably, like,
touch someone's
ashes.
ashes.
Like,
I feel like would it be gritty or would it be like charcoal ash where it like falls
like
apart?
charcoal ash that would fall
Okay,
apart.
then I want to touch someone's. Okay, comment down below if I can touch your ashes when you die.
Wait, but how would she defend herself on trial? Like the judge would be like,
I didn't do it.
Why did you?
Just be like, there's no real proof.
She used to
I was
like,
hungry.
They would have to do like a DNA test, like they would have to do a DNA test like on the cookie.
But like regardless, I'm like, this person needs some assistance, and they were just like, no, we'll just put her at the big high school. I was like, what the fuck? She's gonna do the same thing to them.
Oh my god, if she just kept getting transferred high schools and kept feeding her grandpa.
Wait, but did
her grandpa do something to her?
Wait, but did the ashes replace the sugar, or was it just like a spice?
I think it's just like chocolate chips. It's just like put in.
Yeah, it was just put in there.
Well, enough sugar can cover that up.
But how did her parents react? Oh yeah, I fed
I'm pretty
grandpa.
sure they defended her. I honestly, like, they really tried to keep it under locks. Like, they didn't want anyone to know, which was really shitty because people deserve to know, I guess.
Yeah, that they ate a person, that they committed cannibalism. Also, I feel so bad for whoever ate that and was like vegetarian.
Yeah,
like I'm a vegetarian, and that's like now I'm like scared that someone will, because cookies are vegetarian, like they have milk and eggs, but like I can eat milk and eggs.
I don't think it's very common to eat a person cookie.
I don't know, I'm scared.
Just get your cookies with, like,
I've licked a bone before. I'm pretty sure it was human. I don't know. They're like porous. That's how you see if, like, I was on a hike and it looked like a bone, but it didn't look like a chicken bone, but it looked like a bone. To tell if it's a bone, you have to lick it because it's like porous and it'll stick to your tongue. It stuck to my tongue. Oh, and I ate 5 live fish.
Now you're gonna have sepsis.
I ate 5 live fish. They were like that big, right? I just like popped them like a pill and then they like wiggled down my throat.
Talking about pills, what's your favorite flavor of Tic Tacs in the comments below? Let's start a conversation. I personally like the red variety.
I like orange.
Yeah, I like the orange ones, or just the regular white ones.
Orange are not bad. Orange. I'm not a mint guy myself, as people guessed in your live comments.
You look like a mint guy.
I don't
Yeah.
like mint. It's just too spicy for me. Can't handle
You
it.
look, David, I know what this is gonna sound weird. I know you, I'm gonna phrase it better. I know you don't smell like baby powder, but you look like you smell like baby powder.
like a mix of baby powder and like overwhelmingly use of like Old Spice. to, like,
Yeah.
What are you compensating for, David?
My deodorant is actually unscented. I need to get new deodorant because it just doesn't
When
work.
you have unscented, that defeats the whole purpose.
That's what my mom got me.
I have like mine's just like, it's called Fresh, but it just smells like kind of floral.
I was having a little crisis because I'm tying this back to shifting, but it's about deodorant. So I use this lavender deodorant, but I also use lots of other lavender scented products. I'm a lavender bitch, if you will.
Oh, same.
Yeah. So I was having a little crisis because I exist in my friend Jade's DR. I'm there. I hang out there. And in that DR, I'm fucking with Fred because, like, who wouldn't?
Yeah, it's fun.
And I was freaking out because she was telling me a story, and she was like, "Yeah, well, they did the whole Amor Tencha thing, and naturally it smelled me because we're dating in this DR." And I was like, "Huh, I wonder what he smelled." And she described me in this reality, and it really stressed me the fuck out. I gotta be honest, I don't know how that's possible, but
but it's like it's because it's a reality, and there's like similarities might change from reality to reality depending on what you experienced. Like, without you knowing it, obviously you've never been there, so you don't know what you've experienced or what has changed about your childhood that like really could change you as a whole person. But there are similarities to just stick through realities, and I have a lot of different ones, but people think like my Harry Potter ones are all the same. that I just shift to date other people. No, they're all very different, and I never script relationships. I've made that very clear. It just kind of happens, right? Because like my Harry DR, like nothing. I didn't change anything. Like that was unscripted. I went there accidentally. Like Ginny's DR, like I removed Voldemort and like Umbridge, but like Neville's DR, I'm like a professor, and then like it's all different. I still go there. It's just like it's so peaceful and like nothing really happens. We're just kind of chilling. So like there's nothing fun to post about from it. But like there are similarities that I see like carried through. Like no matter what reality it is, George still has the habit of calling me Bunny, where I'm just like, wait, I'm not fucking dating you here. What are you doing?
I like stressed. I was like, I don't know how that's possible because, and this is why I thought it was so weird, was because the stuff that Jade described, Jade didn't know about me.
Yeah, it's like I told you, it's like it's real.
Because I never told Jade that all I use is lavender scented shit.
Yeah.
Or that I live in a place where it rains a lot. I mean, she knows where I live, but
yeah. No, it's really cool.
And so he smelled like what? He smelled like booked rain and lavender, and I was like,
that's sweet. That's such a vibe, though. That's like a great vibe.
That's just what it smells like in real life. I don't know what to tell you guys. It's true. It's not a stereotype. It's true.
I feel like I'm on the morning news. Like I'm just like smile. Like
yeah, David doesn't really know what to say.
I swear that's like something we like low-key talked about when you got off the FaceTime, was just like the weird things that people ask you about your DRs. Like
yeah, people ask me like such uncomfortable questions. I was like, oh, but like what fights do you get in with George? I'm like,
when they were like, what kind of fights do the Weasleys have? I saw that comment and I was like,
did you see what I was like that's not my like.
I know. I was like,
I'm there, like I'm in the family, but like I didn't take the last name. Like I like that. Yeah, I'm not Weasley.
If you want to give me your, so
it's
when
not,
you give me your account, I'm gonna answer all of the questions.
Okay, you know what? I will.
Oh, the fights are down and dirty.
But what I'm saying is like again, it's like it's a reality. It's like not my place to expose like.
Well, I was telling David, I was like, I think if and when I shift, I don't think I'm gonna tell TikTok about it. Like,
yeah, the thing is, like, most of my TikToks are very hypothetical. Like, some of them are real. Like, especially the ones.
I thought they were all real.
No, well, yeah, everything from IDR fits into like a fucking TikTok audio. Like, no.
Okay, true. That I mean, yeah.
like when it's kind of like a more broad thing, like me stealing Bucky's arm or me stealing, like I actually like do that, or me stealing like Steve's shit. Like that stuff I do, and like things like
you steal from amputees and
I not only steal from amputees, I hide it in a place where he's not allowed.
Cancel Adrian in the chat.
So bad. Oh god.
But like, and like things like that are true, like so like Harry like asking Cho out in front of me, like that shit happened. But like there's certain things where it's like if it's just like a funny audio, like no, it didn't happen. It just has that energy.
Oh yeah.
And like me calling Thor Mr. Thor, like I do that. I was sleep deprived and I didn't know what to call him. And he was like, God, I didn't want to be rude. I didn't know his last name. It was like I couldn't figure it out in my brain. So it's just like, Mr. Stark, sorry, Mr.
Papa Thor. Papa Thor.
My favorite part is that Jade didn't know my last name, so I just don't have a last name in her DR.
That's so funny. No, but like I posted about that too, that like, you guys know that like the way the TikTok audio goes, it's not exactly what I said of IDR. Because like most of them are based on actual events. Like they're based on actual events, but like they're not like, no, like the ones that I talk in, like those are the ones that are exactly from IDR. Like Harry saying like I had something on my butt and then going my eyes and then like turning away from me, like that fucking happened. Like he's a little like people don't realize if they don't read the books that Harry's a little shit. He's such a little shit.
I swear though that people on this app like don't read or just don't use common sense, and then they get mad shifting things scare them, because my thing is when I do shifting POVs, I haven't shifted and I say it all the time, I'm not a shifter. Yeah. But I think it's cool to do like creepy scenarios about it. So I do it all the fucking time. And then everyone's like, great, now I'm afraid to shift, or great, this is scary. And I'm like, oh my god, You just
Wait,
read
that's
it.
the
People
thing.
comment that on like I'll post like the parts that I'm comfortable with posting, like that are kind of negative about my DR. Like in my Harry DR, like there's fucking reporters constantly following us, like constantly reprimanding me for like whatever I'm doing, because like I'm living with him and you know, or raising Teddy, and like obviously that's hard and it's difficult. But there's reporters around and like constantly, because it's fucking The Chosen One, like it's gonna happen. And like people are like, well, now I'm scared. I'm like, well, it's not gonna be fucking sunshine and rainbows.
Yeah, and that's like, or that when they say at least you can shift, it's like,
yeah, that's so like I made a joke. I posted a video of me screaming because it was like it didn't happen, spoiler alert, in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, about Steve's funeral didn't happen. No, you can't go.
No. He started playing guitar. Let me know if it's too loud.
Oh, I can't hear it.
I'm just
But I posted, and then at the end, I was also very tired when I was filming that. I kind of just stopped. I like waved, and then I looked off to the distance, and then I cut out. And so I commented, I shifted to a different fucking reality, like as a joke. Like I looked like I left, like there's nothing behind my eyes. And someone went, well, don't joke about that. Like some people can't. I'm like,
Not without my
it was like
technique.
a saying I'd zoned out. It like I was just like I didn't actually scream that video.
Viewers.
And then I went,
Viewers, can you not shift? Look into the camera and, well, no, close your eyes actually. All right. I changed my mind.
we're closing our eyes.
So I'm gonna snap a few times. And then I'm gonna go boo, and immediately you're shifted, but I am everyone.
I just imagine you in like a really long white wig, or you in fucking like Umbridge's outfit with your little teacup.
I wanna like, because the thing is with desired realities, I thought like if you're mentally strong enough, you can just do it. Like I'm Harry Potter now.
You can shift
I mean, probably,
to be
right?
the chosen one, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, see, that's the difficult thing, because I already am in real life. You know, as the main.
If you're fucking Harry, then what am I, like fucking Hermione at this point?
My thing too is I'm just like, people are trying to say the downsides of shifting and everyone just wants to ignore them and be like, oh, well, at least you can shift. And it's like, but it's not all fun. Like sometimes it's not fun. Like
yeah, like it's a reality. Like it's rewarding, I'd say. It's enjoyable most of the time. But sometimes I shift back here because I'm like, I'm so fucking tired. I'm like
sometimes
tired of that reality.
in another reality too.
Yeah, it's like I think I was sometimes my tummy hurts all the time.
Sometimes
I'm a Virgo, I have stomach
poisoning
issues.
in another reality.
Yeah, but like there's sometimes like where I'm like fucking exhausted, or like the Weasleys will be having like a fight and I'll be like, you know what, it's my time to leave.
See,
I just say my safe word. I'm like, I don't want to be here.
I don't understand most of this, because like there's another thing where it's like when I first heard it, I didn't think it was like weird, because like, you know, I'm chill with what anyone likes to do. I didn't understand it at the start, but like, you know, with me personally, if I'm like, my shifting is just watching anime. That's kind of my escape. Is I just watch anime. I just hunker down. Is it bunker down? What's the hunker down?
Hunker, yeah.
Yeah.
Big old hunky guy here, and I just hunker down and I watch anime. But like, I just think desired reality is like, it's desired. Like, why can't y'all just desire your own reality instead of listening to other people?
Yeah. Like, if you don't, like, people will try to tell me what to do with my reality. I'm like, make your fucking own.
Like, if you want to know why the Weasleys are fighting, go figure it out yourself.
Go figure it out yourself.
Nothing drives me more crazy than when people come back and post really inappropriate content about what they got up to in their DR. I gotta be honest, as
people
an adult,
will ask me
weird.
Yeah.
I think it's
people
weird.
will ask me inappropriate comments, and every time, I don't know if you've seen me respond to them, but every time someone comments one, I comment, I'm a minor.
As you should.
Because I am a minor.
The amount of when minors post that shit, it makes my stomach hurt. But even when adults post it too, I'm like, gross. I don't care.
It's like kind of, it makes me uncomfortable. I'm like,
if you want to shift to
did you guys hear that?
Well, it's like it's like, would you get on the internet and give a detailed account of what you got up to last night in this reality?
Yeah.
Probably not. So why would you do that about what you
Unless
did?
you want to follow my TikTok account
Where
where we
David posts all of his explicit thoughts, every single
Yeah,
one.
so they're
He
so
talks about his
unfiltered.
money kink, his
No,
piss
the thing
kink,
is, like,
kink,
if you're,
his pegging kink. He talks about all of it.
How
okay,
do you have a pegging kink if you're afraid of
I
things in your
don't,
bed?
That's
I
the
don't know why,
joke.
I don't know where
Oh.
you're pulling this out of. Not my butt, because I'm scared of it. But like, it's a thing where like, if you want freaky DR stuff, shift to 50 Shades
Yeah,
of Grey.
literally just
Yeah.
do it yourself. Read a Wattpad fan fiction. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, figure it
Just-
out
just-
yourself.
just
Don't
do
listen.
it go on Tumblr. Like you don't
50 Shades
gotta
of Grey is so funny, by the
Yeah,
way.
I
Like,
think
I was
the
watching
most
with a group of friends.
explicit. I think the most explicit thing I've said on my account is the fact that I called Georgie Carrot Crotch once.
it's so fucking funny though.
It
I
is
had to-
funny
I had to
because like
bleach
you
my
can call
ears.
someone that without like you
Yeah,
can look at
I
him
would-
and just be like Carrot Crotch.
I would like call him that without having, you
It's
know,
funny.
gotten intimate.
Like I
'Cause
make
it
fun of
is
David's
funny.
penis and I've never seen it. Okay, hence
I
our
won't partake in
names.
that, but I girth length. Oh my god.
These are political statements.
They are political statements.
I'm
that
an
is
ally
true.
in every other situation except right now in terms of this political debate. Which would be the ally? Which would be? Comment down below preference. I'm not gonna
David,
I didn't-
don't do that.
don't
No.
actually comment. Actually,
Don't
I
comment
asked for
your
so many
penis
comments last time,
preferences.
and none of them pertained to what I asked about.
Not a
I
single
was so
one.
disappointed.
Oh my
I was like,
God.
no one commented that they liked it. Well, no, they did, but not when I said them.
Yeah, people are gonna be so upset because this podcast is like way more serious than our other one. They're gonna be like, "What is the funny shit?"
How is this one? Oh, because you talked about like
We
hate
talked about
crimes and
race.
stuff.
Yeah.
But we're also talking about spicy DR stories.
Yeah. We can make fun of you then.
Yeah.
National Women's Month.
Virgin.
Fucking loser.
Okay, guys, so I'm leaving the podcast.
No.
This is a me and Nat podcast now. Welcome to This Podcast Sucks with your two hosts, Adrian and Nat. Welcome our guest, David. He's not going to be here the next time. We're kicking him out.
Can you imagine I just take over your role on the podcast?
That'd be so
I swear,
fucking
I
funny.
saw someone's TikTok and their bio said David slander and Nat supremacy, and I loved it so much. I was like, "Ah,
So funny though.
I'm in someone's bio. I've made it big time. Okay, you know what else I love? You know what else I love is that I swear people on TikTok do not understand that me and Adrian are actually friends. They
Yeah.
really don't get it. They don't get it to the point that when I posted that 30K video of all of us singing that song,
They were like, "Look, you're in this."
"Look, you're in this." And
How do you think she got the video?
I'm like, she knows.
She had me film. Like I was telling you, I was like, "Oh, I want to film this POV with like this audio," and you're like, "Oh, can you film this for me too?" I'm like,
Yeah,
"Okay."
I was like, I love everyone being like, "Oh my god, you're in this."
Like I know. Also, people don't realize that me and David like actually talk. Like me and David call every day. Like
I
we're that
know.
close, and it's
People
multiple
just don't
times a day.
think that you
David,
have
shut up!
friends.
You literally FaceTimed me earlier.
But it's so funny the people that are like fans of yours that are trying to like act like they know you better than I do, and I'm like, no, but we're like real life friends. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not just. I think they think I'm like clout chasing with you.
Yeah, no, but like you're like actually my friend.
Yeah,
I
like,
think I made a
literally.
post earlier where it was I said I think I might be the main character. The only people I talk to are my two friends, the girl I'm talking to and my therapist. Which side note, the girl I'm talking to and my therapist have the same name.
I think I know who the girl you're talking to is based on who's been leaving flirty little comments on your stuff.
Yeah.
Yep. I
They're
see
both
it.
No,
like
sorry, that was my
Kelly.
spam account. Sorry.
No, I saw Kelly leaving cute little comments, and I was like, nice.
Hi Kelly, if you're watching this, I know you already watched the first one. Hi Kelly.
I feel like a proud mother.
But people were like, "Oh, like what about David?" I'm like, David's one of the few. It's literally I like had to respond like I only talk to David and Nat. These are the only people I talk to.
I felt bad because I saw that like the middle of the night, and I commented, "Ha ha ha, love you," but then I realized you were crying in it, so I deleted my comment.
No, don't worry, that was a post-cry video. I
was
just
like-
cried.
Someone came on my live earlier today and was like, "Why are you crying?" And I was like, I'm not."
People like ask me, like I know I cry a lot, but like I just have like when I like rarely wear my resting face because it's just depressed because I don't have a resting bitch face. I have a resting
someone just ran over my fish face. I'm not sad enough for it to be a dog, but I'm upset about it enough for it to be a fish.
Someone
Like,
just ran over my fish.
like this is my resting face. I don't look upset enough to be a dog, but it looks just upset enough to be a fish.
Apparently, I have a resting douche face.
You do.
Your face is always douchey.
I have a resting bitch face for real. People are always like, "Why are you so mad?" Because I walk around school like this.
Yeah.
It's how I look.
I feel affection. I feel like you're trying to start a conversation.
I'm
That's
glad you
why-
think that because I have a hard time making friends. 'Cause I walk around campus like, everyone's like,
Yeah.
"What is the problem?" Like, I don't
Like,
have a problem. I'm
I
just
good
like,
thing I made
"Positive."
friends freshman year because freshman year I went over this last podcast. I gained like a lot of weight going into freshman year, and so
Oh,
my
I
face
love
was
that we
just
talked about
circular.
Or I wasn't even a part of the podcast last week. I love that we talked about that. I wasn't even there. I just watched it.
Watch this podcast slowly just be the three of us. It's like not just me and David. Like we slowly just start
Oh
Oh,
to
I
go on
thought that's
every
what we were
episode.
doing. I thought we were
I
just
keep making reappearances.
yeah. And then soon I just start fading out.
I gotta make
And
sure.
soon
no one
Adrian
sees
does
me.
too, and it's just your podcast. But like so freshman year, like because no one thought I had a
Coco,
douchey
come.
face freshman
Sorry,
year.
my dog.
You know? Like no one thought I had a douchey face freshman year. And then I lost weight over sophomore summer. And everyone knew I was stupid, so no one thought I was a douche. But
You
then
guys want to meet my dog?
Yes.
what's
Coco,
up?
come here.
I'm literally just making sure that nobody is being racist on my account right now
Yeah.
because at this point I have to check all the time. Do you guys think that I should?
This is
turn-
Coco.
Oh God.
Oh.
Hi. Hi. Anyways, here I go. I'm currently booking a ticket to the Baltimore airport. I'll be there in about 6 hours.
I'll come pick you up.
I will
drive.
deadass
Neither
come
of us can drive.
Once I get a job, I will straight up come visit you because I fucking love DC. I like to
Honestly,
look at the
yeah.
buildings and be like, nice.
Yeah.
And I really like the first lady.
Don't bite that, Coco.
The dresses of the first lady in the museum, and I'm like, cool.
I don't know any of the stuff. I've been living.
Do you know? Do you
I have to
don't
pee
you
really badly.
go do
Guys,
it?
spam up in the chat if you also have to pee.
I literally am just thinking about all the fucking stuff I have to do today. Head empty, no thought. You know, okay, so I took so
This
here's the
podcast
thing.
is gonna
Here's
be
the
like
thing.
2
Here's the
fucking
thing.
hours long.
No, here's the thing. So I started taking some new meds a couple days ago, and I took the first one, and it hit me pretty hard. Not last night, but the night before. So I was laying in bed, feeling zooted out of my goddamn mind, which is funny because it wasn't even a high dosage. And I came up with a TikTok idea that was just the whole like day and night one with the white letters and the black letters that said no psychotic thoughts because it's like antipsychosis. And then I turn the light off and it just says no thoughts.
I love those ones.
That
Oh
was
my
the
God.
only thought I had that entire night.
I literally have those thoughts like sober. Like I think it was one podcast where I was super energetic and like I get that way sometimes where I just have a lot of energy and then I crash. People are like, "Are you drunk right now?" I'm like, no, this is just how I am. I'm just like this.
And are people forgetting that the drinking age in the United States is 21 too? Like, it would be really bold of you to just be drunk all the time. No, I have done a couple of lives very zooted out of my mind, and I did it. I painted my nails. I was like shaking, and I was trying to give like a thoughtful response as to why I don't ship Harry and Hermione, but instead of saying Harry and Hermione
just
shippers, I said Harry strippers, and like didn't even realize that. I was like, yeah, I don't get Harry strippers.
But like they're so sibling like. They're just so
I've never done anything.
like people joke about me and David dating now, but like that would be if me and David dated now. It would just be weird and like vaguely uncomfortable for everyone.
People just like it's a younger person thing. You have to be emotionally mature enough to understand platonic love between, and also just like having friends, like because like I know when people first find out that I live with 6 men, which I do, everyone's always like, oh, whoa.
But do you know? Okay,
But
yeah,
you
I'm in
would
a friend
realize
group
that-
just guys.
Yeah.
And they're all idiots.
People can have friends of the opposite gender and not have a love for them like that. Like
Attraction
my
to
best
them,
friend
yeah.
Cam, I literally love him more than anything ever, but like
Never date him.
I like yeah.
It's like like me and David dated, and I think I've said this before, but not on like a podcast. Me and David are soulmates, but I swear to God, we're like platonic soulmates.
Yeah.
Like we were meant to meet, but like in a very platonic, like we were meant to be friends.
Honestly, a lot of
Because if we weren't,
mutuals-
he wouldn't be here. I'm so annoying.
a lot of the mutuals and people I've met off of TikTok have ended up quite literally, I feel like they are my platonic soulmates. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, you are just me. We're
Yeah.
the same person, and that's crazy. My little twin flame. Oh, oh.
I don't
Friends,
think
am
David
I
and I
right?
are twin flames because we're way too like different for that, but we're definitely soulmates.
We're so different. Like it's
We're
crazy.
so different.
Like I've spent all of quarantine like working out. Like
And I got told by my therapist to work out.
Oh my god.
No, but it was like in a nice way. It was like because I'm a varsity athlete, so I used to work out 3 hours a day, 5 days a week, right?
Yeah.
And then I went to nothing. So she was like, it's probably because you're low energy because you haven't been like, it was like a nice like way of like, she was trying to like say you're out of your routine. Like that's why it feels really odd to you. But like, but like when I say it without any context, my therapist told me I need to work out.
I do
theater
too
kid.
though. I just
Yeah.
the thing is I hate running.
Me
I like
too.
swimming, but the pool at our school gym has been closed because of COVID. Like you can't use it.
Yeah,
Just-
that makes sense.
I mean, it makes
I
sense.
like.
But it
I'm
still
okay
pisses
with
me off.
running. I play softball. I'm varsity softball captain, but that's only like short sprints because I play shortstop.
Yeah,
It's not really running.
I live right on the coast, so I'm like at this point I'm like I'm just gonna go fucking swim laps in the ocean.
Do it.
Well, it's
I-
fucking freezing cold right now, but
Well,
I
I
would.
love going to. I'm going to the beach soon. Like my spring break's coming up. And
Are you
I'm
going to the
North-
Outer Banks?
I'm going to North Carolina.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. I have a friend that lives in DC that said he was going to the Outer Banks for spring break. And I
It's
was like,
why would
why?
you go to Florida? It's gonna be fucking like
Stop. I'm going to Florida in
super spreader.
August.
Yeah. Well, you're going to like Orlando.
Yeah.
You're not going to the beach.
Wait, I thought Outer Banks was in North Carolina
Is it?
or South Carolina. I'm gonna
I
Google it.
don't
I'm
know.
pretty sure it's in one
I
of the
don't
Carolinas.
know places.
Let's see. Outer Banks.
I thought Bulgaria
Yeah, line
was
of
in
line of
Asia,
islands
so-
in North Carolina. It's in North Carolina.
Yeah, I'm going to like the I'm not going to the islands. I'm going like but I like people think it's so like child like people like would go to the like my age would go to the beach and just tan. I want to body surf. I want to go in the water. I want to get knocked over. I want to get wiped out. Like, come on, let's get a boogie board. Let's go. Like that's how I am. And like I am lucky a lot of my friends are like who I go to the beach with, like my camp friends are like that too, where they're like, let's go get some boogie boards. Let's go get like there was one I went in August or not August in July to my friend's beach house in Rehoboth, if you like have any idea where that is. It's in Delaware.
Mhm.
And she had kitty floaties. And so it's us, like I had like kitty floaties on my arms. And I'm in like a bikini that's like very cheeky. And I'm just like in fucking like Sesame Street floating. I'm like, let's go. I'm ready. And I was wearing like a life vest. I didn't need a life vest. Like I'm good at swimming. I just felt like wearing it. And there, I'm like, I'm ready to body surf.
Oh my god. Oh my
think-
god.
I just think I don't think my body has buoyancy. I think
I think if you went to the water, you would just sink to the bottom.
I haven't swam since like genuinely because like
Do you even know how to swim?
I do know how to swim, not well,
No, he
but like I
doesn't.
know how to keep myself afloat. Like I know how to go places
You
in the
can't
water.
keep. I swear to God, David, if we ever go to the beach together and you get in the water and just sink to the bottom like a rock.
Oh my god.
I will see because you won't be able to pull me
Crazy
up.
with this idea. People are gonna be like, "Oh my God, David can't swim." People are gonna.
I know.
Well, you look like you can't in the nicest way
I'm-
possible.
Yeah, it's been. I mean, I don't know, because last time I was, I had a bit more blubber on me. Like whales, they kind of just float to the surface when they die, right? So I'd kind of just play dead and I'd float. I don't know.
I don't know. David
Oh,
asked me. I thought Bulgaria was in Asia. I don't know. Anything.
yeah,
I'm an idiot.
but like, I don't have any. All of my swim shorts are like so big now. It's not even because I lost like weight. It's because I got them big originally anyway. Like, it's like a thing where they don't even touch my waist anymore. Like they have like a
Like
solid
you can hold them up and they won't be touching you.
Yes, exactly.
Oh god.
Like,
Oh
even
god.
even with like suspenders, they'd still go down to my kneecaps.
Yeah,
And it's like
she only knows like this version of you, but I know like freshman David. that makes me laugh. I just imagine freshman David, because you definitely had a baby face then too. Like your face is like
Two.
matured
I like
and
the
it's
two
like
because you do still
chiseled.
kind of just a little bit.
Yeah, it's not like huge, but he still has. But it's like his face is more chiseled. It was more round. I can just imagine like round face David with your buzz cut.
I had a buzz. When people
I know you had a buzz cut, holding up your pants and then just like waddling, like waddling to the
People-
God.
said like my hair looks like it's permed out. Genuinely, this is the longest I've ever let my hair grow, and I didn't know that it got curly. Like it didn't before. It was just I looked like the most German child ever. Like I looked like I cut wood for a living in
Yeah,
Germany.
you did look so German. There's a reason you were cast as a Nazi.
That's so uncalled for.
Oh my God, that's so funny though.
He's
We don't
you
not
can't see his eye color, but he has blue eyes. His blonde hair and blue
It's
eyes.
just Aryan as fuck.
He was also like his hair is a lot darker than it was. It was like bleach blonde. It was like
you just were
platinum.
Draco.
He was Draco. Draco was combined with like
Dude,
like
the amount
crabs
of comments that I've gotten where people are like,
or with
"Ugh,
Goyle.
that would make Draco half Asian.
Is there an
You
issue?
got a problem with that? You got a problem with
You
that?
got a problem with him being
Right?
Asian?
Yeah, no problems with him being like, isn't he just like a
Narcissa being Asian makes so much sense in my mind.
It literally
It makes
all makes
so
sense.
much sense.
Yeah. It's I just keep coming back to this because I'm so grumpy about it.
Yeah.
Like, guys, ugh, me like on FaceTime researching, like on Google Scholar, just
Yeah.
have a white person be like, this is a stereotype.
Okay, can we talk about how we've managed to stay on the same topic for a really long time? Like when it's just me and David, we can't do that. We physically cannot stay on the same.
Bless
that
you.
topic change.
Yeah, talk-
I think just to
We physically, my sister has COVID or might have COVID. I swear to God, if she gave me symptoms. Don't worry, I don't leave my house. I haven't gone anywhere, so I haven't.
Oh, does your
spread it.
sister not live at home?
My sister does.
What a bold thing to just say out of nowhere. My sister has COVID.
Probably. But like I don't leave the house and like
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like, not like I'm gonna spread it if I get it. I'll just be upset that I have it, you know.
But then you can
Um,
post about it on social media and people will feel bad for you.
Yeah, exactly. What was this? We can't stay on one topic. We will instantly change topics like at like a drop of a pen. Like we keep going back to the same like we can't do that. Maybe he'll go back to his penis. That's it.
I am a mature.
or his fear of sticking stuff up his butt, which I find fucking hilarious.
It's
Like every time he like pisses me off a little, I'll just threaten to put something up his butt, and he'll threaten to gag.
I'll impale you.
Yeah, if you're friends with someone and you don't know just how to traumatize them, then you aren't friends with that person.
I swear, you threaten to put stuff up my butt more than I piss you off.
Yeah, but it's just fun. You also threaten to gag a lot, which I don't know if it, like gagging makes me gag. Like when
I
I
love
hear
that you can
someone
just
do it.
do that on command. I can't just do that on command. I just like trigger it.
You can't just.
No, he just like makes a gagging noise, and then I'm like,
Oh, do
No,
it. Like,
I also
do it.
can
Do
through
it.
many years of training. I'm not going to do it on the stream because we have kids listening. You know, Paris was enough.
okay, but it's not. Why are you making it sexual? Gagging isn't always sexual.
Yeah, you gag when you throw up.
Yeah,
It's
David, don't be
gag-
gross. Put up
anything
your. There we go. I muted him.
Oh my god. Wait, pause the recording for a second. Actually, you don't actually have to pause the recording for a second, but like
I can
I'm
just edit it out.
how much
I have to
longer?
edit out a lot of this. This is
'Cause
this is like
I
over an
do-
hour. This
I
is
do
like
have
2
a
hours.
lot of other stuff I gotta do today.
Okay, yeah, we can end it here. I'll like
Okay,
cut
cool.
this part out.
work out. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is a good place to end. We've been talking for like 2 hours.
I love all the listeners. Well, thank you for coming back to
Thank
another.
you. So comment down below.
Thank you.
If you've stayed this long, comment down below what you would stick up David's butt.
Oh, the fan fiction podcast.
Oh right. So
Fanfiction content.
So before we end this, me and David were thinking a lot of people were talking about this in our live stream. We're gonna have a contest. You guys can write a one shot about David. Send it to me on Instagram. I will link my Instagram in the description. Write a one shot fanfic about David, and the best we will read through them. Me and David.
Yeah, the
And we
grosser
will
the better.
the grosser the better. We will We'll do a dramatic reenactment of it over Zoom.
Enactment.
Reenactment. Like if it's like, oh, they're like waving, like we'll wave, but like nothing
Oh
gross.
God, incredible.
So make it, and we'll read the best one out loud on our next podcast. So we'll see you next Saturday. Thank you for tuning in. I'm I'm David.
I'm
Adrian.
I'm David.
There you are. Not anymore. It's ending. You can't